Sex and Gender, a presentation by Tricia Blackwelder. Sex is the biological form that is assigned at birth. An individual is born male or female, and this is considered their birth sex. Sex is primarily associated with physical features and differences in chromosomes, hormones, and external and internal anatomy. Gender refers to the socially constructed roles, behaviors, actions, and attributes that society believes is appropriate for males and females. Biological sex is universal, whereas gender can vary across different cultures. The primary sex hormones include progesterone, testosterone, and estrogen. These hormones are what contribute to reproduction. They are responsible for pregnancy, sperm production, menstruation, and even sex drive. In females, these hormones are produced in the ovaries, and in males, they are formed in the testes. The eggs in the ovaries are the main source of estrogen in females. Testosterone is the main hormone produced in men. There are differences between men and women. These differences are contributed by biological, psychological, genetic, and cultural differences. Genetically, there is a difference in physical features between men and women. Males are born with penises, and females are born with vulvas. Males and females possess different chromosomes, which provides them with their birth sex, XY being male, XX being female. As they grow, they develop differently as well. Their body forms differently, and different cognitive skills are developed. Psychologically, women are better at verbal learning, fluency, and memory, while men are better at problem solving and math. According to Dr. Larry Cahill, even the size of the brain varies between males and females, with the male's brain being larger. But the portion of the brain that is the function of critical learning and memorization is larger in females, and it also works differently. There are also behavioral differences between men and women. Some of these are to do with their genetics, such as the way their brains function, and some is due to cultural differences. The nature versus nurture debate is a great example of differences being biologically or learned. Transgender refers to those that identify differently from their birth sex. They identify as a sex other than their birth sex. For example, a female that was assigned female at birth but identifies and lives as a male. Gender dysphoria is a lack of an awareness or sense of a gender identity. The person feels a mismatch between their assigned birth sex, which causes them distress. One of the major influences on how individuals identify, behave, and their beliefs are due to their societal influences. We were trained to act under society's beliefs of what is normal and acceptable. For example, pink is for girls and blue is for boys. We resonate these colors with their designated sex because society taught us this is the correct way. As well as how we dress, we learned that girls should wear dresses and boys should not. Gender roles of cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, and caring for children was once only acceptable for women to do, while men went to work to support their family. Boys should play with trucks while girls play with dolls. These are all societal gender role influences. Different religions also have different expectations. Islamic cultures believe women should wear a scarf covering their head and should remain dependent on their husbands. Different cultures and religions bring different expectations and gender roles. It is normal for infants to self-stimulate and masturbate. As they continue to grow, they develop curiosity of their body and their parts. It is not uncommon that they will please themselves and explore their bodies. They may enjoy playing doctor so they can examine others, or try to catch an adult changing so they can see their body parts. Around the age of 2 to 3, they begin to identify their gender. This is due to societal and cultural influences. They begin to learn their roles and perform behaviors based on their identification. For example, girls will want to play dress-up while boys will want to play in the sand with their trucks. They quickly learn what pleases them and others. Children learn gender constancy and that it is unchanging. Sex education is taught differently throughout the nation. Some states teach abstinence only. This limits the education adolescents receive on how to protect themselves against diseases and pregnancy. Allowing children to speak freely and encouraging them to express their feelings will help create a safe and open environment. Children should not feel ashamed of their sexuality or embarrassed to ask questions they have about sex. They have to be aware of their changing bodies and what to expect so they can feel comfortable and be prepared.